There's no strategy in this programme for getting people back to work or resolving the education crisis. So there's patently no excuse for describing it as a democratic revolution. Taoiseach, please call it something else, but don't call it a democratic revolution. That has yet to come. Chucky she boasts. And what, you may wonder, would a democratic revolution look like? Nor hitching to a collo nís muile, Beidir Arahan Disbrach Shaw, da may Iceland nugget, Ken says Iceland a on. Well, Taoiseach, first of all, it would mean reclaiming economic sovereignty. Not by 1916, but now. It would mean rejecting the IMF-EU deal, not modifying it, not improving it, not tinkering with it. The loan should not be drawn down. The bank bondholders would be in a proper democratic revolution. The bank bondholders would be made to pay their own gambling debts. A real democratic revolution would ensure that the banks served the Irish economy and that the economy served the people. Agus ní bheidh aon arigid, pibli, ella, caiite stiach le bancanna donna. A real democratic revolution would see the most vulnerable protected, the livelihoods of working people safeguarded, and public services, particularly health service and education, properly organised and funded and available to all on an equal basis, not on the basis of wealth. And those with the ability to contribute more would be required to do so. To be fully democratic, such a revolution in Ireland would also transform politics, make elected representatives more accountable and institutions more effective, make all of us and our institutions servants of citizens. Ministers and TDs would take a real cut in their salaries, and there wouldn't be 15 junior ministers. As I remarked earlier, the first U-turn away from the 12 promised by Fine Gael during the election. A democratic revolution would properly empower citizens, local communities, and make local government meaningful. Agus arith mar a dúirt mé a lár seachtain na Gaeilge, bei an teanga Gaeilge aráis I mhaol an phobal. O sucky da cheangach, o Glentana Aintrama, go Kerry, or Stridon and Melfairs to Corkic, agus Ballia Clea. Our natural resources would be reclaimed and used for national benefit. Women would reclaim their rightful and equal place in positions of responsibility and leadership in all sectors of society. And of course, no one can credibly speak of a democratic revolution in Ireland unless it ends partition, ushers in national reconciliation and unites the people of Ireland and the island of Ireland. The programme for government put before us to be dealt with by 7:30 this evening, rush, get it through, push it through, pays lip service to some of these ideas, ignores others completely, and contradicts many of these very basic points. One of the single biggest issues on the doorsteps during the general election was the universal social charge. Fine Gael and Labour, speaking from here, rightly savaged the Fianna Fáil Green Party government for bringing in this aggressive and oppressive flat tax. You rightly had a go, because that was the right thing to do. But where is that now? You'll say on. It isn't in the programme. We're promised a review, one of the many reviews promised. The two coalition parties also denounced the banking policy of the outgoing government and its deal with the IMF-EU. But that flawed fiscal and banking strategy forms the basis of this programme. It's the cornerstone of government policy. The most significant and indeed the clearest line, Michael York, the most clearest and significant line is the new government supports the objectives of the EU-IMF programme of support. The Taoiseach says he will not compromise on our 12.5% corporation tax. Taoiseach, this is making a virtue out of a necessity. This is the least you can do. It's the deal which is wrong. And Sinn and Fago will Sinn Féin ag Coronai and Clar Rialtas Shaw. There's no knowing what David would have thought of this programme. My guess, based on his life and his writings, is that he too would be against it.